today's video is just going to be like a chill, chatty favourites video. I haven't done a favourites video in a while, and since I haven't really made videos recently, I thought I would just make a general current favourites video. This isn't like month specific, this is just sort of things I'm loving at the moment. So yeah, if you want to see the things I've been loving recently, then I would suggest you grab a cup of tea and sit down, because this might be a long one. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with a few makeup bits, and there's a skincare thing. There's just random bits that I found that I've been using the most recently. I've said it before and I will say it again. I'm very much a creature of habit, so if I fall into like a makeup routine that I really like, then I won't change that for a while. So yeah, this all just sort of seems like my normal product because I've been using these for so long. So to start off with, I want to mention the brand Revolution. I did mention this in my Chit Chat Get Ready With Me video and update, and I just kind of had a little mini snippet of gushing about the brand Revolution because I absolutely love them. So I have a few of my products that I've been using sort of on the daily to show you, so we'll do them in order. So to start off, the Revolution Ultra Strobe Cream. I've been using this under my base makeup, so I use moisturiser and then I put this on, and it's a nice base, sort of gives a slight glow, and it also holds on to your highlighter as well, so it means that you get a really nice sort of overall glow, and it does what a strobe cream does. I think you can put it in select areas, but I just like to put this all over because it makes my face look nice and sparkly. Next up is just their pressed powder. I believe I have the translucent one, or it's possibly like the lightest shade. I literally just needed a new powder, and I don't like to spend loads of money on powder because I go through it so quickly, me with my oily skin. So I picked up this one on a whim because I thought I loved the brand so much. I think it was like £2 or £1 or something ridiculous like that, and I absolutely love it. It's not at all cakey like a lot of, I find, cheap powders can be. So I fell in love with this, and if you are a powder junkie like me, it's like a necessity in my daily makeup routine. This is so handy, and what's really helpful as well is on the other side, I'm trying to blind you, it comes with a mirror, and when you pull it out there's also a sponge in there, so you literally, if you want to take it on the go, if you want to put it in your bag when you're out something, you don't have to take a brush, you can just use the sponge that comes in there. Start with the products that I talked about in my Get Ready With Me video. So these are the Vivid Baked Highlighters. The one I use without a doubt every day is this one in Golden Lights. I'll open it out for you. I don't know how you can see it, I'm wearing it now, but again, I don't know what the lighting's like. It's a gorgeous sort of gold toned shimmery highlighter. It's a powder, so it's really nice with a fan brush if you just put it pretty much on all your high points. I put it on the usual highlighting spots, brow bone, tips of my nose, cupid's bow, and then anywhere else that needs a little bit more sort of livening up. Then I have this one, which my friend Charlotte recommended to me, and this is the Rose Gold Lights colour. It's exactly the same, except it's this gorgeous pink colour, which is so different. I don't often see highlighters in this shade. Absolutely gorgeous, and I love wearing this on a night out. I just think this is sort of a bit different to your usual glowy highlighter. I think there was something ridiculous, like £3 each, so these are an absolute like must have if you're in the drugstore looking for a highlighter, because they are incredible and I can't speak highly enough about them. The last Revolution thing I have to talk about is my everyday brow product. I have moved around brow products around the drugstore. Again, I don't like to spend a lot of money on them because my brow style changes a lot. Sometimes I just don't do much to them at all. Other times I do them really harsh, so I always struggled to find a brow product that was good for like universal brow styles and things. And plus, a lot of brow products that I liked expensive, and I'm living on a student budget if you didn't know I'm at uni, so I try and avoid spending loads of money on makeup if I can. I fell in love with when I used it, and I need to actually buy a new one. This is the Revolution Ultra Brow Arch and Shape. I can't remember what colour I have, I think it must be like light brown. This every day, absolutely love it. In terms of clothing and fashion, I couldn't really think of anything in particular that I've been loving that hasn't already been mentioned in my Primark collective haul type thing. I mentioned pretty much all of the new products that I bought recently from Primark mostly, and then a couple of other shops. Like I mentioned my band tees and things that I got from H&M and places like that, and my coat that I've been wearing from Primark. So I can't really think of anything else that I've been loving, so if you want to check out my sort of style and things that I've been wearing recently, then go over to my Primark haul because that has everything that literally explains my style to a T. So I'm going to skip fashion for this video, even though fashion is pretty much like my one true love, to avoid being repetitive and boring for you guys. Although I'm thinking that if you would like me to, I might do like outfits of the week type thing, just sort of my typical uni outfits, something like that. Thought it would be quite interesting since I do get a lot of questions on where I get my clothes and sort of things I wear. I'm going to take a quick moment to mention this travel mug that I got for Christmas. My boyfriend bought me one of these Starbucks travel mugs that's actually in the Starbucks shop. It is my one true love. I have been using this non-stop because it keeps your drinks hot or cold depending on what you put in there for so long. It's so insulated, it's amazing, and the top is completely leak proof, which is great, so it means that I can chuck it in my bag without having to worry about any more spillages like the one I had a few months ago. I mentioned before, it's my exam season, as I'm sure a lot of you who are in uni, it's also your exam season. I actually finished my last exam today, so woo. But I have been living on coffee pretty much. I do anyway, but my diet has become very unhealthily attached to caffeine, more so than usual. So this has been a lifesaver, and my boyfriend's in his exam now, but he left his one here, so he has this one, which he bought when we went to London. This was like, I think, the winter one, and this was a new release one for the spring. He just sort of grabbed the first one that was there. If you do have a lot of coffee and you need to go to work an early morning or college or something, and you know that you can't really take coffee because it's most likely going to go everywhere, then these are a sound investment. I recently fell back in love with drawing and art and painting and things like that. Ever since I can remember, since I was young, like young, I have drawn, painted, everything like that. Ask any of my family, I've always been obsessed with art. And I kind of trailed off of it these last 3 years just because I didn't have time really. And I recently just rediscovered my love for it. I posted a photo on Instagram today of one of the ink sketches that I'd done. I'm in no way like super talented or anything, but I just wanted to share with you this love of mine because this month I have really redeveloped my love for it, and I don't know, just wanted to talk about it. When I was in London with Harry, I just was in Tiger and I bought this sketchbook really randomly. It was like £3. Isn't anything special, I just saw it and suddenly became attached to it, and I really couldn't put it down. So yeah, this sketchbook in particular is a bit more different to the styles that I've approached with my sketchbooks over the years. Usually I'm very much a charcoal and pencil sketch sort of person. I do a lot of detail, but in this one I've stuck to primarily ink and just clean images, which I'm actually really liking. It's a really nice change, and I think it sort of reflects my style more at the moment. So I put this one on Snapchat and also on Instagram because it seemed really popular on Snapchat for some reason. Loads of you guys were screenshotting it and things and asking if I'd drawn it and stuff. So I don't know, if you want me to maybe keep updating you guys on sort of work that I'm doing on Snapchat and things, let me know, because I don't know, I pretty much just draw doodles. I don't really do anything too intricate. Okay, now onto things that I've been loving watching, listening to, doing, all that sort of stuff. In general, horror films. I love horror films anyway. If you've watched me for a while, you know. But me and Harry have been having numerous horror film breaks in between revision, or if we've had a long day of revision, we'll just get in bed, cozy up, watch a horror film and fall asleep because it's a nice way to end the day. We both have a weird love of horror films. I'm actually annoyingly critical of horror films because I'm very much a classic horror film lover, so I can't think of any new ones that I enjoy in particular. But if you're bored and you're looking for something to watch, then head on over to Netflix or Amazon Prime and just work your way through all the horror films, or as many as you can. That's what we've been doing, good or bad. Whether the reviews are positive or not, or it just looks bad, just force yourself to watch all of it, because I mean, sometimes you find a surprising gem that's actually surprisingly good, or it's funny to watch the ones that are a bit dodgy. Speaking of Netflix, a particular series that we watched the other day that came out very recently, but I couldn't not talk about it, was the Netflix A Series of Unfortunate Events. Oh my goodness, I remember as a child, I loved the books, I remember reading them in the school library, and then the film came out, and obviously that was amazing. You got Jim Carrey, who was insane. Obviously a lot of the time when you love something so much like that, you become skeptical if they remake it or things, and I cannot stress how impressed and blown away I was by the series. Neil Patrick Harris is insane. He is so talented anyway. I was always a fan of him, but in the role of Count Olaf, he's incredible. I have no words. Didn't think anyone could replace Jim Carrey, but he is amazing. And the kids that are playing the Baudelaire children, it freaks me out sometimes how much they look like the actual kids from the original film. It's insane. Watch it if you haven't already. I cannot stress enough how much I loved it. YouTubers I've been loving. I've always loved Saffron Barker's videos, but her vlogs in particular have been a right highlight of my day. I just love watching vlogs sort of at the end of my day, and hers are so consistent, and she's always just so happy and like so honest as well. You can tell that she is on camera how she is in real life, and it's really, really nice to watch someone who's so genuine. Jane Dawson's like spooky series and like conspiracy theory videos, love them. I'm way too into those sort of videos, they're amazing. And also Liseberg has a weekly series I think on her channel about sort of certain murder stories that she talks about, and they're just, I find them really fascinating. I love sort of murder documentaries and stuff, so if you haven't checked those out, definitely recommend those. I've really been loving Mary Plethora's vlogs and sort of university studying videos. She is really calming to watch actually, and really motivational as well. Whenever I watch her videos, I always feel really, really motivated to do work. Michelle Reed's videos are incredible. Just the quality of her editing and everything, just the whole look of her thumbnails and videos, I love. Every time she uploads a new one, I fall in love all over again. So if you haven't watched her videos, then definitely recommend it. And also Luna Lee's videos, or Ellie's videos, she is my goals. I want to be her. She is so talented at her lettering. For one, she recently uploaded a video of lettering with Luna, and she's so talented. I'm so jealous. But just the look of her Instagram and her YouTube videos and everything, it's just so calming and so genuine, and I love it. So if you haven't subscribed to her already, definitely recommend you do that. Like I said, Ellie's Instagram, amazing, but also other Instagrams that I've been liking recently, Danielle Carolyn, her and Joey Kidney. And finally, music that I've been loving. Obviously, gonna have to talk about Gambino's album. Childish Gambino is a real weakness of mine anyway. I tweeted at some point over the last few months about how anything that Childish Gambino makes, I will no doubt be a fan of, and his newest album was very, very different. When he released it, everyone was sort of split 50-50 because it was so different to the work that he previously released, but I loved it. It's so chill, and I love every song. Like, there isn't a song on that I don't like. And also, I can't talk about music without talking about Ed Sheeran's new singles, Shape of You and Castle on a Hill. I saw these polls on Twitter asking people to pick which of the two singles they prefer, and it seemed that pretty much everyone preferred Shape of You, but I honestly love Castle on the Hill so much. I love Shape of You as well, but Castle on a Hill, I have no words. Again, I'm very speechless in this video. You've already heard the songs, but if you haven't already, Ed Sheeran, you can't do any wrong. So that was all of my current favourites and things I've been loving recently. Sorry, there isn't really much structure to the video, just fancied a sort of chatty video. Like, I like to do sort of the chill, chatty, personal videos every now and then. Let me know what you guys have been loving in the comments down below. If you've had any music favourites or makeup things you recommend, or just anything in general, let me know. I always like to read through your comments and reply to them. And also let me know what videos you want me to do. Like I said, maybe a university outfits video if you want to see that, and probably university vlogs as well, because I'm thinking I might kickstart those up again. Yes, thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. And I will see you soon for another video. Bye!